Hello, everyone, and welcome to possibly the final episode of the Around the World podcast, where I, Lucas Kleinmeyer, and my good friend Jake Fernandez talk about football and interesting topics surrounding the beautiful game. Jacob, we're at the end of the year, and this could be it, my guy. It could be it.
It could be. That's really sad.
It really is. Yep. What a ride it's been, you know? Double-digit episodes.
Well, it could have been more, but we didn't have the computer half the time.
Yeah, so if you want to get mad at us for not having more episodes, we could have probably 2 more if it wasn't for the computer shortages.
At least like 3.
Yeah.
Because we could have had one Tuesday.
That's true. Yeah,
could have had 2 a couple weeks prior.
That's very true, yeah.
So we could have had 3 more episodes, but you know those special APL people, the Advanced Production Lab, they're stealing all the computers.
Yep. But if this is our last one, you're going to get a long one because this is going to be a very long episode. Not quite sure how long, but if you see the time, that's how long it is.
R.I.P. Mr. Connor, R.I.P. all the computers, but we're going to take as long as we want to record this one.
Yep, just because this is our last one, which is a very, very, very good possibility. Probably is. We're going to enjoy it because this has been a fun podcast. So, you want to get started with some Prem again, or you want to go somewhere else first?
You know what? Nah, we got to keep it.
We got to keep it real.
Prem.
Keep
all
it
right.
legit.
Talk about United bottling. They lost 4-0 to Brighton, and Cristiano Ronaldo, for I believe the first time in his career, is outside of the Champions League.
Yeah. I got home from our tournament game after this one.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later.
The L. What did we call it?
The El Bamako?
El Bamako, yes, the El Bamako.
El Bamako. And I watched it, and they looked very lifeless and not wanting to play because they conceded, I believe, 3 goals in about a span of 10 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, 60 minutes, 57th, and 49th. So they conceded 3 goals in about 12 minutes or so. They looked really bad, and I mean, who would have thought before the season Manchester United would not only be not in the top 4, but losing 4-0 to Brighton, because everyone thought when they got Ronaldo they would be easily
like, you're good. And Varane.
Yep. And Sancho too as well. I mean,
you pick up Sancho, Ronaldo, Varane, and you got Bruno coming back. You know, from the insane year he had last year, and they just couldn't do it.
They spent $100+ million on Harry Maguire, who's just been horrendous. I mean, every time he plays a game, it's almost like there's a meme on him on TikTok or just somewhere of him doing something bad.
De Gea, he's on and off. He's streaky.
But he's been mostly good this year.
Lindelof, I don't know what he does. Tellez, he's just there. Diego Dallo is their best outside back, arguably.
Yep.
Somehow.
Yep. Honestly, besides, Ronaldo and I guess De Gea, did anyone else have a half decent to good season? Sancho's first year was very underwhelming to poor.
I wouldn't say anyone had a good season other than them. Elanga had a good few games.
Yeah.
I mean, when Manchester United starting Nemanja Matic and Juan Mata in a Premier League game, you know you're in the depths. McSauce with a very low rating of 4.7 according to SoFIFA.
Yep.
So he had a stinker. But Matic and Mata, they're like... I didn't know that they were still Manchester United.
They're just very...
old and irrelevant.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were still there.
They're just at the end of their career, and I mean, if you're playing them at this point in a game where they needed to win in order to just even try to get top 4, that's bad. Because, I mean, they'll rotate in and out of the lineup here in the end for games throughout the year, but yeah.
Maybe a cup competition or something like that, like a Europa League.
Yeah. But like you said, the biggest takeaway was Ronaldo not going to be in the Champions League for the first time. I think it was 18 years, which is pretty much his entire career because he's 37, I think. Mm-hmm. That's honestly unbelievable to think about it, that he's not going to be in the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, Brighton are good. They're in 9th this season, but the strength of 9th place compared to Manchester United, who's only 6th, is massive. That's a big difference.
Do you think Ronaldo's going to leave? I don't think so.
I don't think he's going to
No.
leave, but there's going to be talks because he wants to play in the Champions League.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't want to waste his career.
Well, I think personally he's going to probably play till he's 40.
Yeah,
Because,
probably.
he
Maybe
had-
one more year in a big club and then 2 in United States.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
I'd like to see
hopefully.
him.
I mean, I don't care if Ronaldo's 40-something. I'd still love to see him come over
Yeah.
in MLS.
He
Same thing. It was like
still
same thing
crush
with Zlatan. Zlatan came over. He was like 37, and he was unbelievable.
And he went back into Europe.
Yeah, he did, and he still crushes it as a
Mhm.
40-year-old. So all around, just we talked about Manchester United a good amount. Just a very underwhelming and poor season for them. Besides, arguably the second greatest player to ever play the game.
Yeah, second.
Yeah, I mean, who's first? Ronaldinho. Okay, he's up there though.
Neil Maupay.
Yes, exactly.
Now,
Hey.
Dan James, after his red card, which leads us into Leeds. 2 red cards in a row.
That
What
was
are they
so
doing?
smooth. Yeah,
What a transition there.
Jesse Marsh's Leeds, the American manager.
He's going to go down. Like, genuinely, he's going to go down.
Yeah, man.
Straight red in back-to-back games. But, like, 27th minute and 24th minute. That is not good. You can't have red cards in a relegation battle. They're now in the relegation zone, and they played one more game than Burnley and Everton, who are the teams that they're going to need to drop points to not
Yep.
be relegated. And I don't know if they will now.
Yeah, this is big for Leeds. I think they have actually an underrated squad. Like, it's pretty good.
Very underrated. I
Um,
was not expecting them to be in the relegation
Like,
zone.
Jack Harrison, he was an MLS super draft pick, actually, and he came up and he got developed.
Yeah.
He developed. He was from Manchester City Academy, and he's really good. And, I mean, they have Calvin Phillips, who arguably starts for England.
Phillips, they got Rodrigo, they got Bamford, Rafinha, Harrison, like you said. It's a decent squad. I think they're lacking defensive players, though.
And I mean, I'm proud that an American manager has the opportunity to at least get him out of the relegation zone, because you've seen in past years if a Prem club is doing bad immediately, they immediately just fire him, like Bob Bradley with Crystal Palace. So I think it's good for Jesse Marsh to try to save them, get out of relegation. But even I think they do get relegated, it's a really bad for Leeds, because I think they have a decent squad, and a lot of those players aren't going to want to play in the
I
championship.
think they're going to have a lot of
Yeah.
good players plucked up from
like
other sides.
Rodrigo's not going to want to play in championship. Harrison, I think, has gotten to a point in his career where he's not a championship player anymore.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
think
Prem player.
Rodrigo, Harrison, Rafinha, Phillips, all go.
Even James too, because James is still
Yeah.
Manchester United
Mhm.
loaning
Or is he?
Rafinha. I think he's still on loan. I think. Let me
Oh, no, they bought him
They bought
for
him.
32
Okay.
mil. God.
Hey man, he's good at FIFA.
He's
they have
good.
93
He's really
pace.
good on FIFA. This isn't FIFA.
Yep, true. Pulisic scored again in this game, which is good
He
to
did.
see.
He did.
Chelsea. This is honestly a must. This was a must-need win for
Mhm.
Chelsea as much as it was for Leeds, because
Yeah,
they want to
absolutely.
keep that third place and just.
That puts them 4 points ahead with one game played more than
So
Arsenal.
that was a big win for Chelsea, but
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Leeds got 2 games left, and they're gonna need some result. Sorry, 2 games left.
Brighton and Brentford.
Yeah,
Brentford, that's not a hard game.
and they lost to Arsenal too Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, I know we predicted the show last week what teams were gonna go down. I think Leeds were probably gonna go down.
Yeah,
sadly.
we both actually did predict Leeds to go
Yeah.
down, and that prediction's looking pretty nice.
Yeah, which is sad because they have a really good squad.
Yeah.
Well, not really good, but like they have a decent squad to stay in the Prem. But I mean, Everton seemed to be climbing out of the hole. I mean, they're above the relegation zone by 2.
Well, yeah, like, if you compare Leeds and Burnley,
I mean, I think Leeds have a better squad personally.
but who leaves Leeds if they go down?
Like we just said, Harrison.
But
Phillips.
what else? Does Meslier leave?
Probably. I mean, you see this a lot when a team gets relegated, unless you're, Watford that gets
Mhm.
relegated every other year.
Yeah. Does Meslier leave? Junior Firpo from Barcelona.
Yeah, he might.
leave.
Yeah, he'll probably leave.
I mean, going from Barcelona to the
Yeah.
championship, he probably wants to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But overall, kind of disappointing from Leeds. But hopefully they can stay above relegation zone, because I think they have a pretty good squad that's fun to watch. So speaking of our relegation predictions, we've done top 4 almost every single week. And since this might be our last one, probably
We
need
gotta
to.
go top 4.
We gotta go our top 4 and just give us our final top
Right.
4 predictions. And right now, Jacob, I'm telling you straight up the bat. These current top 4: City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, are my top 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I might just leave it as it is. It'll finish as it is right now.
I think so too.
City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. Just leave it right there and it's done.
So we can kind of segue into our next thing, but we can kind of talk about both because, actually no, we'll skip over that part. The North London Derby is today
Yeah,
with Arsenal and
that's
Spurs.
big for top 4, but like, even if Arsenal lose, they're still a point ahead. So that's why I think they'll stay
Yep.
in 4th.
So this is a massive game for these teams. Spurs have to win this almost. Even if Arsenal ties, it's a good
Arsenal,
result.
I think Arsenal just needs like a tie. I think a tie would be a
Yeah.
great result for Arsenal here.
Is it Emirates or where is it at?
It is Hotspur Stadium.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean it could be a good result.
I mean, coming at home, they have a upper hand there, but
Yeah. Spurs have had a very quiet season, I would say.
very, very.
I mean, their squad, man. I mean, Antonio Conte is a really good manager, and I think he shows it with that squad because honestly, like, it's honestly a really good squad, but is it top 5 maybe? Like,
No.
maybe, but like, it's definitely Europa League, not anything more. Like, because Harry Kane, who is the best striker in the Prem, in my opinion, but probably not anymore with Haaland coming. We'll talk about that later. They have Son.
Oh.
I mean, I guess Ronaldo's a striker now, so I really can't say that. So yeah, never mind. I take that back.
I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, Spurs. Could they do it? What percentage do you give Spurs a chance to leapfrog Arsenal?
so they got Arsenal, Burnley, Norwich. Oh, those are easy after Arsenal.
Yes, those are
They
very.
got,
Those
they
are
got 2
gifts.
relegation teams, pretty much.
And 2 of them are.
You know what?
Norwich is already relegated, so
Got nothing to play for.
yep.
I'm giving them,
And,
honestly, 50-50 here.
and meanwhile, Arsenal.
Have Newcastle and Everton. Low key, 50-50. Winner today's game.
That Everton game is.
It's big.
If I would say if Arsenal gets 3 points today, there's no way they
There's
don't
no
get
way,
top.
but
Because I fully expect them to beat Newcastle.
Arsenal wins today, 100% top 4. Arsenal
Yes.
draws today,
It's a 50-50 chance.
50-50. Arsenal loses,
I would still say
still 50-50.
Yeah, maybe a little less, but yeah. Because I fully expect them to beat Newcastle. Everton's weird because Everton's fighting for their life, and I mean they're above relegation.
They're
zone.
gonna try for a draw probably.
Yeah. And Everton.
I think they could get that.
And
against
Everton's
Arsenal.
got Brentford, Palace. So I mean, half decent games. So yeah, we'll see. I think the top 4 is going to be as it stands, but we've seen Arsenal do this before a couple times, so we'll see. I hope for people like you, that are Arsenal fans, like just for your guys' sake, that they can finally get to the top 4 and get back to the Champions League because it's been what, like 5 years?
Oh, it's been so long.
It's been since
ages.
they got smacked by Bayern, right? With
Something like
Wenger.
that.
Was it the last year? Wenger was there?
Probably. It's been ages.
Yeah, because Unai never got there. He almost got to the Champions League final though with Villarreal, but
Yeah.
other story. All right, we got to talk about it. The big news that came out Tuesday, I think
I
Tuesday.
think so. Yeah.
Erling Haaland, the Norwegian superstar striker, upcoming striker, has reportedly, it's 99.9% confirmed, he is going to Manchester City with Pep Guardiola and that oil money billion-dollar squad they already got over there.
I'm gonna cry. I'm like crying right now. Premier League's ruined, man. Well, actually, not if he doesn't stay healthy, because he doesn't play like ever.
Yeah, he's gone through a lot of injuries these past year or so, which means he hasn't been talking that much. But
Yeah, he's only played 23 games in the Bundesliga this
yeah,
season.
how many goals have you scored though?
21.
Yeah,
So every game he does play, he's gonna score.
yeah.
And he's 21.
And definitely, besides Mbappe, he's definitely the guy that's like, all right, this guy might be the best player in the world once Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar De Bruyne and all those guys hanging it up. But yeah, man. You know who he really reminds me of? I don't know this. I could be really wrong, and I'm probably gonna be wrong since he's going to Manchester City. He reminds me next of the next Zlatan, because he's got an attitude to him. He's huge. And he has an attitude. And he's Norwegian, so he's right next to Sweden, so it's kind of similar.
Pretty close.
I mean, he's definitely got a personality, and he scores goals for fun, and he's dominant. He's big, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, he's prem built, low key.
Oh no, yeah, 100% he's prem built. I just wish it wasn't with Manchester City.
Yeah.
I wish, for say, if Harry Kane left this summer, which is a very, very good possibility, I wish he went to Spurs just to, keep the balance. But, like, I guess I understand he wants to win stuff.
But
I mean, he even insulted his Man City, his next club, in an interview about not winning the Champions League ever.
Hey, Jack Grealish, 130 mil.
Doesn't even start consistently.
25 matches, 2 goals, 3 assists. Julian Alvarez, also going to City. 21 games, 18 goals, 6 assists at River Plate.
And I think it's rumored that Haaland's only going for 51 million too, which is an effing steal in my opinion. I think Manchester City.
because he's on a release clause. So
yeah, exactly.
Well, it just depends on how. Well, it doesn't matter. It's City.
How many times?
Agent fees, stuff like that.
How many times do you think he got his release clause triggered or almost triggered, but he just couldn't negotiate?
Like every club. Ever?
Yeah, probably because
I tried it.
In Europe, you have a
I didn't have the finances. I'm like Barcelona.
Yeah.
Haaland, Alvarez,
Grealish, Sterling if he stays, Mahrez, Foden. That's your front three alone, and then you have De Bruyne.
Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne. De Bruyne's gonna have like 30 assists next season.
Oh my God, dude.
Bro, the team of the year in FIFA is gonna be entirely Manchester City.
It seriously is, dude.
I hope it's not. I hope they just like fumble the bag and they just can't play together. Like it's because they still have a good defense too.
Dude, when they have a coach like Pep, everyone plays well together. I don't know what it is, dude.
Because their defense is insane too. Laporte, Diaz, Cancelo, Walker. That's nasty. They could even bring in another defender. They got Stones, Ake, Zinchenko, Benjamin Mendy.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Dude.
He's not. Is he coming back? I don't think so.
And if you look at their squad, dude, they have all of them are like in their prime or towards the end of it. Besides Kyle Walker's like 31. They're all in their 20s. Like all of them almost.
But Kyle Walker's still.
Except like Fernandinho, who doesn't play because he's like ancient.
He's 37, but they don't care. They have Gundogan, Rodri. They can just buy someone new. I think they'll probably just buy someone to replace him.
They seriously go and look for just any bigs. Like they remember they almost got Ronaldo before Ronaldo went back to Man United, and everyone flipped out because he was going to Man City, and I would have flipped out too because that would have been really unfair. They would have broken they would have gotten like 200 points like somehow. It would have been. I don't know if that's possible. Let's see
somehow.
What's the most points you can get in a season? The most points you get is 114. They would get 114.
I mean. They sold Ferran Torres to Barcelona for like the same price they're getting Erling Haaland, and I know who I would take. No disrespect to Ferran Torres, I love Barcelona, I love Ferran Torres, but Erling Haaland for like the same price.
I think it's safe to say that Manchester City's scouting is, and I mean coaching and whatever you want to say it, is like just their staff and their. Just the whole organization and club in general is like the best in the world at this point. Yeah. You could say it was like Barca, Real Madrid back in like early 2010s, but I mean, dude, like their scouting is amazing. And Grealish hasn't even hit yet, but he's still a national team player, and he comes off the bench, and they spent $100 million.
Next year he could be amazing.
I know.
I mean, he's still got. I mean, we know he's a good player, so it's not like he's just gonna flop.
And I mean,
De Bruyne scored 4 yesterday.
Yep.
Imagine he's gonna have 4 goals, 4 assists each game. They're gonna beat.
De Bruyne's gonna be win the Ballon d'Or next year.
He might if he keeps it up. They gotta win the Champions League though. They can't be. That's their
whole goal is win the Champions League. But they could just
fumble again.
They could just not put as much effort in the Prem, they could still probably win the Prem.
Oh yeah, since they can just play all their backups in the Prem, and probably get top 4 at least. They can get top 4 with a bunch of backups.
You know why they're not going to win the Prem next year? And I'm going to tell you why. Because they got Salah. Do. Money. Maybe.
Firmino.
And they
Yeah,
sold
I don't think
Coutinho
City is going to win the Prem next season because they're not going to try as hard.
Arsenal's winning the Prem next year, don't you know?
How?
With their squad. Dude, look at Arsenal's squad and Manchester City's squad. The Arsenal squad performs well. Arsenal's best strikers
is
Eddie
Nketiah right now. I think City's backups could be Arsenal.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, look at look at City's second 11, right? They'll play Zach Steffen. They got Zinchenko, Ake, Stones.
And Stones is still a national team player. Doesn't start, but he still gets up in the national team.
Then they got Gundogan. I don't know. Another midfielder, like either Rodri or Bernardo Silva. They got Mahrez, Grealish, Jesus. I'd take any one of them on Arsenal.
How about is Arsenal rumored for any big signings this summer?
Sterling, I believe.
Sterling.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a really good. That'd be a big.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good for Arsenal. I'd say.
Honestly, now at this point, like, why would you want to?
Or Gabriel Jesus as well.
I told, like, dude, they have so many people. I didn't even name Gabriel Jesus because he doesn't even play striker anymore. Because Aguero left and then officially retired.
Jesus has 8 goals, 8 assists this year. That's insane.
And he plays right wing. He doesn't even play striker anymore. Aguero's like, you know what, man? I know you've been on my squad for like 5-6 years. I'm gonna put you at right wing. And so he puts Phil Foden as like a false. Like, dude, I don't know.
Jesus is playing a complete left wing back.
I seriously think
cutting in on his middle foot.
Dude, this team could play Rodri as a false 9 and they would still get top 4.
Yeah, they
I'm not even kidding.
Become prime Spain. Play like
dude,
30 midfielders.
This team, like, honestly, I don't think we're really appreciating it now because not everyone likes Manchester City besides City fans. Like, this team is going to be like the most expensive and might be the best team you'll see of like the 20s.
Yeah.
It might be a while before you see it. It's not even like just like because PSG, they have like the greatest player that ever played. Honestly, Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. But like the depth of Manchester City from all 11 positions is insane.
Like PSG, I don't know what their depth is looking like. It's just kind of old, overrated players. I'm not messing with their depth like I am with City's.
But City's depth, City has a national team player on literally almost every roster spot, 1 through 21. Like I'm trying. What player on their roster is not what player on their roster is not a national team player or like never got called up? Because I'm trying to think.
Scott Carson, their third string goalkeeper.
Dude, that's so funny. He's like 36 years old. I mean, I'm just going through
their youth team, I guess. Their youth team, maybe. Cole Palmer, but he's 20 and he plays for England. No one, because Foden, Jesus, Grealish, Mahrez, Sterling, all called up. Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Fernandinho has played in the past. Zinchenko, Diaz, Ake, Laporte, Cancelo, Stones, Walker, Steffen, Ederson. They're all national team players currently.
I mean,
Ake is the only one that's like
he still plays for the Dutch
questionable,
national
but
team.
like he does play. I mean, he's played 25 games for the Netherlands from 2017 to now, so I'd classify him as a national team player.
I would as well.
I mean, if he's played 40 games for Manchester City, 10 starts in the league this year, he counts.
Yep. I agree.
The only players that aren't national team players are their like under 23s and their third string goalkeeper.
Yep. Which is insane. But that's how you build a roster. All right. That's it for the Prem.
Man.
Last thing for Liga. The Barcelona did it, Jacob.
We did it.
They're in the Champions League again.
Ooh, we did it.
Which is kind of sad for celebrating it because they should always be in the Champions League, so I was shocked when they weren't.
Yeah, I mean,
they did it.
They got second, or they're in a race for second place. They'll probably get it. There's like, what, 2 games left? Yeah, there's 2 games left. They're 5 points ahead of Atletico Madrid. They'll get second place. That's not bad. You know, that's not bad. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty. Did they? They're really close to selling De Jong to
Man United.
Manchester United. It's like 90% done. I'm pretty sure.
I just got one question. Why?
I don't know.
Why would they do that?
He just hasn't played well in Xavi's system. He hasn't been on his top form since coming from Ajax. I mean,
he was good when he first got
Yeah,
there.
he was fantastic when he first got here. But I think the why is Pedri, Gavi, Nico. They're just going to play those 3.
Yep.
Because they still have Busquets, but he's getting older.
He'll always be there. He's always there.
But, like, he can still play. Pedri, he's a starter. Gavi, he's a starter. And then Nico can learn from Busquets and take his spot. Or they can just get... Oh, and they're getting Kessie on free transfer.
Yeah.
They don't need De Jong anymore.
Yep.
Like, based on performances recently, I wouldn't play him.
It's just a shame because they were so high on him.
He was
And
insane
he was literally brought to be their next Rakitic.
Yeah.
And like even to be even better, honestly.
Yeah. He just hasn't played. I mean.
Yeah, I mean he's still gonna play for the Dutch national team.
Yeah, he's still gonna be a great player. He'll be fine for United, but.
Will he? Because I mean, there's some players on that.
He's still a great player.
The thing, I do get it for Manchester United because Pogba is he's probably leaving.
They need another midfielder.
And
De Jong will be great for United.
I
believe
Pogba is leaving. I think they're sick of Pogba personally, and especially because now he's injured most of the time now.
Yeah, I think De Jong will actually move to United if it's not already confirmed yet, and I think he'll do all right. So I mean, Busquets, Sergio Roberto, if he signs another contract, he's a depth piece. Pedri, Gavi, Nico. They got Ricky Puig. He never plays, but he's not bad.
They still have him though. And I mean,
he's not bad.
Didn't he get called in for Spain at one point though?
At one point, yeah.
So,
and then they still have other players that can play.
How much value will they be getting back from though? Because if they get a good amount of value, then that's good.
If they get a lot of money, that'll be helpful. I mean, they're gonna sell probably Pjanic, De Jong, Coutinho.
Well, Coutinho's already confirmed. They officially sold him to Villa.
Yeah, I
totally forgot about Pjanic.
Yeah, so they're still going to be fine. And if they raise enough money, they'll be able to, fix their squad.
Exactly, and I think this is
really
all because they just want to bring Lionel Messi back.
Yeah, they do. They just need to sort out their finances first. So I think a sale of De Jong, even if they really don't want to, might just be a smart move financially.
Yeah, it's a real shame because I don't know. I thought they brought him to be a legend. Honestly, I don't think they.
I was really hoping for him to succeed there, but because De Jong would also probably help bring Matthias de Ligt to Barcelona, who I was really hoping for, but.
Yeah, Barca's got a bright future. It's still weird to see him play without number 10, without Messi, but I mean Depay, who's probably going to be gone. Aubameyang, Torres, Dembele.
I think Barcelona could raise a lot of good money this summer. Neto could go. Umtiti, Longley, they could go. Mingueza might leave. De Jong could leave. They could sell Depay.
Arujo and Garcia.
Araujo and Garcia. All right. They could also sell.
I don't think
they're on loan players. I mean,
they still have Dani Alves and Jordi Alba though.
Yeah, 40-year-old at right back. I mean, he's not that bad.
I mean, Serginho Dest is also rumored to.
Yeah, he could leave.
Leave because I don't think Xavi's happy with him from what I've seen.
But I mean, he's all right. I think Barcelona is going to have a complete rebuild this summer. From what
Azpilicueta's going to Barcelona.
If Azpilicueta and Christensen come to Barcelona, I think they'll be all right. I think Barcelona's going to have a real squad overall this summer.
I mean, there are reports yesterday about them swapping with Dest for Azpilicueta, which I think is kind of dumb because Dest is 21 years old, Azpilicueta is not. But, I mean, if Dest is going to leave, which I think it's a bad move because I think Dest is a very good player who is up and down, but he's still only 21 years old. He could possibly thrive.
Yeah, but they just gotta raise money right now,
Yeah,
so
they really
I don't
do.
think they have a choice.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I could see him putting on loan more than selling Dest.
that wouldn't be a terrible idea.
The best place for Dest would be Bayern Munich, honestly, because they have Alphonso Davies on the left back.
You
Not
can
really
learn
this year.
just from him. He's kind of same.
They
type
do
of player.
Kimmich there. That's what Bayern. That's what the Bundesliga needs is Bayern getting another incredible talent.
Yeah.
But yeah, all around, good for Barca to get back in the Champions League. I think they have a very bright future under
Xavi.
Xavi. Yeah, good on them. Well, we predicted it. We've done it. This has been our main thing for majority of this podcast, the Champions League, and now the finals here, and we got a rematch from 2018, I believe. It was our first year that Salah popped off and became Mohamed Salah. So it was the first year Liverpool really became the Liverpool we know today. And it's Liverpool. We won 3-2 second leg versus Real Madrid. I don't think we really talked about it, so we can talk about it a little bit of the second leg. So what do you think? You like this final? Are you happy with this final?
I mean, I'm just glad Real Madrid doesn't have a chance to win, but I'm also not glad that Manchester City has a chance to win.
Yeah.
If Liverpool doesn't win, I'm not excited, but if Liverpool wins, I'm excited.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's my thinking too. I watched the second leg of Manchester City Real Madrid, and Mahrez got a goal in the second half, and they made it by a 2-goal lead, and I'm like, holy crap, they're going to the final because Real Madrid looked dead, and Manchester City was just all over them. And then what do you know? Then after they scored, Manchester City just decided to stop playing, and
they turned into a prime Arsenal.
They subbed
a prime FC Cincinnati.
And then he subbed out De Bruyne. Guardiola subbed out Mahrez, who scored. Walker to come off because he was injured.
So did Guardiola have a stinker?
Yes. And then Rodrigo scores 2 goals in the span of 2 minutes to force extra time, which is just unbelievable. And then Benzema converts a 95th minute penalty, and they're going to the final because then Manchester City had no attack, and his last desperate thing was he subbed in Raheem Sterling, which is just hilarious that you can just sub in a guy like that.
I need Sterling warm up. That's insane.
Yeah. Wow. I was fuming, but I didn't know what to feel because I didn't want either of these teams to win the Champions League.
Yeah.
But, I mean, how can how can that happen? I'm genuinely confused. How can that happen? How can you allow... Oh, man. I don't get it.
If Real Madrid win, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be really upset if Real Madrid wins. I'm just being straight out honest with you. I want Liverpool to get its revenge from 2018 because that was Ronaldo's last game for Madrid. And Bale scored a bike that game, and that was the infamous Karius game that effectively ended his career at Liverpool.
Like, it's nice to see Madrid knock out City, honestly, because I didn't want another double Prem final.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'm kind of glad Madrid is in the final, other than instead of City. So
yeah,
I think it's a good matchup, viewer wise. But
I mean that was the last year too, 2018, that Gareth Bale was honestly Gareth Bale.
Yeah,
and he wasn't getting injured every.
He wasn't Golf Wales Madrid.
Yep. And that was obviously Ronaldo's last game, and he won the Champions League again. I would love to see Liverpool come away with a victory just for revenge. And, I mean, we could see some more transfers. Like, you could see Mane or Salah be like, all right, I've done everything I want to do here. I won the league. Even if they win the league too, I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, but, I mean, they've already won the league. And, I mean, there have been reports that they wouldn't mind leaving anyways, so...
Especially, I think the only one I've seen is Sadio Mane. I think. I'm not sure if you've seen anyone else. Not sure where he would go, honestly.
No clue. I mean, Barcelona could use him.
That's true. Yeah. I guess we're going to have to predict this because might be our last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So
Where could Mane and Salah go? I don't know. I don't see them anywhere other than Liverpool.
I really don't either, except maybe like Barca, honestly.
Bayern Munich for Mane, maybe, or Arsenal, if they have enough money.
I don't think they'll go to another Prem club.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Salah. I think Salah is like his heart's in Liverpool.
Yeah.
I can see Salah staying there for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
honestly.
Mane, Bayern, Arsenal, Real, they're interested. I think he might leave, but I don't know if Salah's gonna leave. He's like the main man. So.
Yeah. Not really. The only reason why I would say Luis Diaz would leave is because
Mane would leave is because of Luis Diaz, because he signed him and he's having an amazing season.
Yeah,
Just
Luis
give him
Diaz
this
is
season.
cracked.
So that's the only reason why I would see Mane leaving. But then again, they could stay because it's Liverpool. I mean, you have to go to a really big club
Mhm.
in order to have any resemblance of success there.
What if Salah goes to PSG to replace Mbappe?
It's a good move for PSG, but I don't know if he'd want to go to a Farmers League.
Yeah, I don't know if he will.
I mean, what would he play? Would he play the 9 or right wing? Or would Messi play the
Right
false
wing,
nine?
Messi
Yeah.
would play false 9.
Yeah.
They could.
I mean, I would like to see it, but I mean, I don't know. I don't get it from his perspective why he would do that.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't get anything at the national team level.
No.
Egypt doesn't do anything, so I mean, he's gonna want to stay. I can see him staying at Liverpool.
He wants to compete for big trophies. So I do hope they both stay, honestly, because
Yeah.
it's
Even
it's
if
a
they
pretty
do
cool,
want- even
yeah,
if
it's a
they
pretty
do
cool
want-
team that Liverpool have built there.
Yep.
With those two up top.
May 20th, that's the final, and we're gonna do live predictions right here,
Live
Jacob.
predictions. All right.
We don't have this written down yet, so
All
this
right.
is straight up from my
Liverpool.
mouth.
Real Madrid. What was the score last game? Liverpool, Real Madrid. Their last final.
3-1.
3-1.
But you gotta remember, Karius gave Benzema one, and
True.
Bale scored an incredible bicycle kick.
Bam. 3-2 Liverpool, extra time.
Very good. I'm going 2-1 Liverpool extra time.
Both extra time merchants.
Yep,
Hey, Lucas did predict the second leg, though, for Madrid.
I did.
He said Madrid extra time. And they won in extra time.
You know, we are doing extra time. Does this mean that Madrid's probably going to win? Because it seems
Madrid's going to win in extra time if they go to extra time.
Dude, I don't know like what happens with Madrid after like extra time. They go like on crack.
Sicko mode.
Yep. But we'll see. We'll maybe post something on Instagram about our
Yeah,
predictions.
yeah.
We'll do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it should be a really good final. I'm excited
It'll be a
for
great
it.
final. We'll create like a little short Instagram thing or something like that.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, Around the World Podcast _ on Instagram.
Yeah.
Go follow us.
Go follow us on Instagram. We'll post some more stuff over there. Now should we move on to the MLS?
You can find our Instagram in my bio. It's in Lucas _ Kleinmeyer. It's in the bio. You can follow that. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go to MLS.
So, let's talk about your Columbus Crew first. They're below FC Cincinnati. You're actually selling the bag right now. He's wearing a Crew shirt right now under an FC Cincinnati jacket. He's a bandwagon.
No, I got an MLS Cup Champions shirt on.
And you also have an FC Cincinnati jacket on.
I got this for free. That's why I'm wearing it.
Columbus Crew.
My heart's black and gold.
They're selling the bag right now.
Well, yeah. They got a good win over DC last week that we talked about. The New England Revolution game, Porter kind of sold because Barry scored. Miguel Barry Striker scored in the first half to make it 1-0 at halftime, and then he subs him off at halftime to put Zelarayan in, who is a little hurt right now, but he plays him as a false 9, which makes no sense to me because we've been changing our formation to 4-3-3 with James Igibukeme as a right winger. And then, yeah, They got a tie. Eric Hurtado came off and scored later. Overall, I think this is actually a good tie, but I think this definitely could have been a win because Florida kind of screwed up a little bit because New England's still like out on whether they're being good or not. We don't know if they're a really good team yet.
I mean, they smashed FC Cincinnati.
Yeah, U.S. Open Cup game yesterday. They smashed them 5-1.
5-1. I looked at my phone, getting a haircut, and I was like, "Oh, FC Cincinnati's up 1-0," and then I finished my haircut, and they're 5-1.
Yeah, they got smashed.
Carlos Gill with a hattie.
Yeah, he's something, man.
Buxa with a brace. Hey, but I mean, they did win the 3 prior games, so they're in the playoffs right now. They're above Columbus Crew.
Yeah, they got
Somehow.
9 points. They played one more game. They've got 9 points in the week. They beat Toronto twice in 5 days, which is so funny because I hate Toronto. And I think that's hilarious that they lost to FC Cincinnati twice in 5 days. Like, that's an L, dude.
Losing to FC Cincinnati in general is just an L.
Which is so funny. And then they go to Minnesota and get a 1-0 win over a really good Minnesota. Not really good, but they're a half-decent Minnesota team. And that's honestly one of their best results they ever had.
Yeah,
Van
90th minute.
Because Vasquez came up big.
Mm-hmm.
This is generally they could maybe sneak into the playoffs. Honestly, like this is a team that the way they're playing, I don't think like
They're not going to win anything.
No, but I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. Like I'll be shocked.
Yeah,
but like
I'd be shocked.
I mean, this team's like gonna be in contention. Like they're not gonna be a wooden spoon team. Like they'll be like
going to be a
mid-table to bottom.
Team.
I think the
Loki, where were you predicting them to finish?
I'm gonna go 10th or 9th.
You know what? I'm going to say 11.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
10
10th
to
or
11.
9th, and that's a good year for them. Honestly, because they've been
Fantastic
bottom. They've
year.
been bottom the past
have.
their first 3 years.
Where's Columbus finishing?
5th or 4th. I'll have to see how they do against teams like Orlando, Red Bulls, Montreal, and New England. Even and how they're going to do against the teams that right now are in the playoffs depends if they're going to get a home game or not. Because I do suspect them to make the playoffs. It's whether or not they get a home game.
Yeah.
Because New York City is now finally playing a lot more games, and they're going to be top 4.
Yeah.
Montreal's really good this year. Red Bulls are really good. Red Bulls haven't won a game at home, but they're 5-0 on the road.
Jeez.
Philadelphia is really good again.
They're always good. I mean, even without their coach.
Yep. Yeah, I think they'll make the playoffs. I'm going to say, right now I'm going to say 5th.
Yeah.
Because Atlanta right now has injured, oh, yeah. We should probably talk about that. Miles Robinson, center back for men's national team, towards Achilles last game for Atlanta.
Great.
So our starting,
Bro, no.
yep. So our
Our
starting center back
best
with
center
Walker Zimmerman is not going to be there because Achilles injuries are
We're gonna have to.
the second worst.
That's gonna change the United States outlook completely.
Yep.
Who's the second center back now? Zimmerman.
Zimmerman. I thought like if the World Cup was next month, it would have been Zimmerman and Robinson because that's how it's been.
Even if it was a year from now, it would have been Zimmerman and Robinson.
So Aaron Long he got subbed off. We used Open Cup games, so he might be hurt again, which is not good. Chris Richards, who's a very good prospect.
What about John Brooks? This might be the opening for John Brooks.
Yeah, Cameron Carter-Vickers had a really good year for Celtic, but
Eric Palmer Brown.
No. Stop it.
He's played 19 games in Liga. I mean, he gets.
And then there is those 3.
Sands at center back.
He can't do that in a World Cup game.
Yeah.
He's good for like a CONCACAF game. He can't do that in a World Cup game.
So.
I think
Carter Vickers.
Like right now, I think
Richards and Brooks.
I don't think Brooks is coming back personally. I think there's some bridges burned between him and Berhalter that we don't quite know of yet.
He's probably the best replacement.
He is. No, I'm definitely not disagree with you. Like I think Brooks probably should be on that roster for the World Cup, especially if his form picks up, which I think it has been. It's been half decent. I think there's something else. I think him and Berhalter don't quite see eye to eye, and that's it.
He's played in the Bundesliga for like his entire career, and since our second center back went down, what are we gonna do? Replace him with another good center back, not one of these
Because personally,
average
the four
players.
center backs, I think now that's going to be taken is probably going to be Zimmerman, Richards, Long, and Brooks. That's what I would do. But I think he's going to take Cameron Carter-Victor's, Mark McKenzie, or
Eric Palmer Brown.
sadly, no. Eric Palmer Brown cannot be on the World Cup. He just can't. If Eric Palmer Brown is on the World Cup squad, that means like Zimmerman, Long, and Brooks all must have like tore their ACLs, and that means like we need like he should.
I think I'd be a better center back.
Josh Williams and the Columbus Crew should be called up before Eric Palmer Brown.
I should. I
yes.
should be called up.
Jacob Hernandez locked up my striker last game.
Let's talk about the El Bamako.
We got to fit it in. So F it.
National team screwed. All right, Jacob versus Lucas, Epic Cup tournament game, bigger than El Clasico. We tied 1-1.
We did.
And you want to know why we tied 1-1?
Because Jacob got subbed out.
Jacob got subbed out for 2 minutes, and Lucas' team scored in those 2 minutes. They went right at the center back.
We kind of
that was subbed in for me.
I got the assist. I kind of passed it to KG, and he kind of just dribbled
around everybody. He dribbled around. We didn't put in any tackles. They went straight past the left side of the defense, which is where I was playing. I was playing left center back, and they scored. I was so sad. And then I instantly subbed back on. I was like, hey, can I go back in?
Yeah, he ended up just dribbling through everyone. I got a couple clips here of, I'm sure right now Jacob would clip of me. There's Hernandez getting stuck in.
Stuck in.
Shot, bouncing off of him, and Jacob getting fouled by Alex. Yeah.
Hey, I was getting stuck in. Me and Lucas had a couple tackles.
I got my private parts touched in the first 2 minutes.
Nice. But, I was clamping up. I was pocketing their attackers. I gave up. I had a clean sheet. I personally had a clean sheet.
Yep.
My team would have won if I was on the field. But
overall, I do think it was honestly a fair result.
Very fair
I think
result.
it was a fair result. Like, we both
honestly
missed chances.
But I think you guys had a few more chances that were better. You guys missed an open net.
I would say we had a few more chances, but you had the best chance at the very end, and my goalie made a really good save.
He made a fantastic save. But Lucas' team had a couple more chances.
Yeah. But it'll be
because they're obviously going to have more chances against my team.
So
but we had the quality of chances.
Part of it was you guys kind of wore down because they only had 2 subs.
Yeah, we don't have any subs, basically, so we wore down.
And it might be
so we had quality chances, couldn't put a couple of them away. But
might be 2 subs again this weekend.
Because I will not be playing in El Bamako 2.
Bamako 2.
El Bamako 2. I will not be attending, sadly.
We're going to post on Instagram the final result of El Bamako 2. I will make sure.
I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Lucas's team.
Oh, wow. No, dude.
No. Bro, I'm not going to be there. Who's going to play in defense? All right, so my team has like 2 defenders, basically, right?
I hope
on the team at once, on the field at once. Like me and my other center back, whoever it is. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to die because it's going to be one center back.
So it's at Voice of America, and it's very windy there.
And we can't kick the ball. Well, we can't
play
the ball.
Is that one guy that wasn't there? Is he on there? Did he say he's going to be there?
He might. I don't know.
Okay.
Let me check. Because he's like our best attacker, and he wasn't there. But like, oh, true. He'd rip your defense open. Trust me, he's going to rip your defense.
Is he going to be there?
I don't know.
He's striker.
I don't know. Kind of. He plays anywhere. He just gets the ball and he just smashes everybody.
We got 7 going so far. That's good. Not going.
He hasn't replied. But
isn't Ryan Green a former Prem goalie?
I think so. Yeah, he's a Kings goalie as well. But if he doesn't go, you guys will easily win. If he goes, maybe another tie.
There ain't no easy wins as my team did.
No, if he goes, I think my team will win. Yeah, honestly. But if he doesn't go, it'll be a rough
here's the thing. So this is another tournament, and this is another tournament like a final, guys. So we played the first game. So first games is honestly like a draw. A first game in a tournament, it's like okay, whatever. It's just offset, whatever. Especially the other 2 teams tied.
Yeah.
But we played the second game, so like that's big because we need like
the winner of this game will probably go to the championship.
Because honestly, like even like World Cup games, the first two games pretty much decide your fate.
Yeah, these
So,
two
like-
games are going to be really influential. So I hope one of us just wins. I don't want to tie because I want to see one of our teams in
Yeah, I
the
do.
championship.
Exactly.
Hey, should I sub for your team? Make it illegal?
Dude, my coach would love you because we need another center back.
Bro, he literally...
I'm going to say you said 3-1. What about let's just go with that guy's going to be there because he probably
let's
is.
go with he's going to be there at 4:30 on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's go with he's going to be there. I'm going 2-1 Lucas.
I'm going to say the score is going to be 3-2, but I don't know who. Because we just give up the dumbest. We invent ways to give up goals. Every single goal possible that we've given up. So Zach scored a half volley banger against us.
Scored
Like
a banger.
it could happen again. I mean,
You could, but
it happened off a throw in too. Like
no,
what do you know?
I wish I could play because I would not let you guys score.
That's why I'm happy you're not going to be there. Like
I know.
like
I'm so
'cause,
sad
dude,
I won't be there.
Jacob's Mason varsity came out in full blown that game. That man
I
just
was
clamped people.
pocketing. I had a lot of people in my pockets were full. I showed my true quality during that game. I actually tried. Like I wasn't goofing off. I wasn't laughing. I was fully focused, and I went hard. But
He was.
Lucas was kinda doing
Should we
well.
just keep us? Yeah, I had a couple.
Lucas had a good game.
Yeah, I had a couple good balls. I had one. Technically two, but I had one shot towards the end from very far, but took it to flight. I didn't have a chance really. Took a deflection. I just tried. Yeah, I had a couple good balls. We missed an open goal too
They
because
did
my
miss an open goal.
goalie, my striker just wasn't composed.
Yeah, he's no composure. So he dribbled around our keeper. I don't know if I would have saved it because I was tracking back. Like
I think you guys, because you guys were flying back.
I was flying back. I don't know if I would have saved it. I hope I would have. But I think if it was placed at the near post,
Yeah,
I
he
wouldn't
went-
have saved
yeah,
it. But
for
if it was
some
placed like
yeah.
middle or far post,
Yeah.
I would have knocked it out.
Yeah.
But
He tried to go near post too.
he tried to
but,
go near
like,
post, which is where he needed to go to get it in because I tracked back and was covering the net because I knew that was
Yeah.
going to happen. I had a feeling. But he placed it into the side netting. So
Yeah. And we had
on the outside of the goal.
Yeah, we had one ball. We had one corner that the wing kind of just took out of reach of our best center back. It was a good curved curved out, but yeah. Hopefully my foot's still bruised from.
We hit the crossbar once.
You did, that is true. My foot is still bruised from.
Lucas got
the
stepped on.
assist from our goal. I think it was Stone. This hurts just rubbing it. I got stepped on hard.
He got stomped on. It's probably our most physical player,
Yeah,
and he got stomped on.
I got
Hammered.
a foot in exchange for the goal, but it's okay.
Hey,
got
those
the
are-
point. Got the point.
Well, you clutched at a point.
Yeah.
Hopefully, one of our teams wins. I don't want another draw.
Yeah, I don't.
So we gotta settle
yeah,
the
dude,
beef.
I don't. I just want to win. Just just a win. I don't want another draw because then we're gonna
be
be.
to work. Sadly,
Yeah. So we'll post on our story who wins, and I'll let you know. Obviously,
if Lucas's team doesn't win while I'm not there, you
it's
never
a very
deserve
good
to win.
possibility. It's a
That's
very
true,
good
true.
possibility. You've watched us.
You guys barely scored when I was off the field. Actually, it was
Because we
pretty
make it hard on ourselves to
Well,
score.
are,
we just
are all your players gonna be there?
yes,
Oh.
except number 3,
Hmm.
left winger. He is prom.
Because their attackers are pretty good.
Yeah.
They have a little trio that they.
Yeah,
subbed
we have
on
a good
that is
little rotation.
We don't have any rotation.
You have a center midfielder playing striker.
Yeah. So.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do, and you're
Yeah.
still doing better than us. So,
But
you almost made they almost made the final of that tournament, but
almost.
because we lost 4-1 to the team they tied
Mhm.
last game. So based on goal differential, they went through, and Jacob's team didn't.
Yeah.
So we can thank.
Your center backs for letting up so many goals.
It wasn't our center backs; it was our goalie.
Oh, nice. So you made an insane save against
no,
us.
I shouldn't say that. It was kind of both.
So their goalkeeper goes to our school, and he made a nasty save.
He did.
Our goal scorer hit a outside the box shot, and it kind of knuckled, went the opposite way, and he tipped it over the bar. I was so ready to go ham with the celebration, full knee slide, and then
Yeah.
he tipped it over.
Yeah, will be a good game. So we'll let you guys know.
It'll be a great
how it
game.
goes.
We'll let you guys know on Instagram. this will be probably our last episode. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for listening. All the support.
It's been
Check
fun,
back-
dude.
Yeah, it has
It's been a lot of fun.
just
been good.
check the Instagram for more stuff. Maybe we'll get together.
Maybe
over
we-
the
yeah,
summer,
maybe we'll come back
record
with some-
videos.
Yeah, definitely.
This is a good thing to keep going for sure.
We might do one for over the summer just to keep it going.
We might have to start a YouTube channel. All
Hey,
right.
man, I'm down. We'll see.
All
We'll see.
right.
We'll just make sure you follow Instagram. We'll keep you updated.
Make sure you follow the
on
Instagram,
everything.
and
Yeah.
we'll see you there.